Welcome back. I brought you this evening, Mr. Wayne.
We have Batman and Alfred doing the DoD class today.
Asian Batman, Asian Alfred.
Asian Alfred.
DoDoers!
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. Put in the chat, say hi. Yes. Wow. So many people joining us today.
Wow, look at it. It's building up. All right, Daniel, Curtis, Lauren, Ryan. We know that you guys are doers because you're here on time. In fact, you are early, and that is why you're getting results.
Punctuality. Big key to productivity.
That's right.
Right?
Showing up. 50% of the time, it's just showing up. That's success.
Very good.
All right. We've got Jaskaran. We got Mike Miller.
Class. How's the sound, by the way? Can you hear Sifu and Desmond loud and clear?
Yes, sounds coming good. Very clear. Good, good.
Very good, very good. Awesome.
All right. Now, at the same time, too, where are you representing yourself around the world here? It's something that we haven't done in a while. I can see you got Lawrence. Yes, Philippines,
Toronto, Germany, Singapore,
Sacramento, Vancouver,
Alberta,
India, Taiwan.
Nice. I just got a phone with my Taiwan development team.
That's correct.
For the software. Awesome.
San Diego, Italy, Malaysia, Botswana.
Nice.
All right, Panama. Nice. Wow, around the world here, we are represented in, believe it or not, there's over 150 countries being represented right now as students.
The DoD community.
The DoD communities, that's right, that's right. Amazing. Saudi Arabia, right? So, you know, all of you are ambassadors of the Dan on Demand program. You are ambassadors of what you've learned from Sifu Dan Lok. Yes. And so wherever you go, when people look at how you show up, whether you show up professionally, whether you show up with integrity, whether you show up, professionally, that's a reflection not only in yourself, but also of the entire community. And of course, your mentor, Sifu Dan Lok.
And today I have so much I want to share with you. When it comes to productivity, this is something that I think a lot of people get it all wrong. Right? They all say, oh yeah, I want to be more productive. How many of you want to get more stuff done? Right? Put in the chat. I want to get more stuff done. Like to be more productive, to be able to convert the time that we have into actual results, right?
Can't wait to get more done, says Kathy.
Yes.
Lauren says, yep.
And how many of you also recognize that nowadays there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, right? That sometimes you feel overwhelmed. There's only so much time in every day, and then your to-do list is like this long, and you can never get through them, right? Yes?
Oh my fucking God, yes, someone says.
We're going to solve some of that problem today. Okay, some of those problems.
Yes, yes. Yeah, productivity, I think, Sifu, one of the first lessons I learned being around you was about productivity.
Yes.
Because whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you are an employee or even a business owner, perhaps you're a team leader, a manager, I'm sure all of us are overwhelmed by social media, emails, meetings, and just what to prioritize and how do you get more done? Because we all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. So, I really hope that each and every one of you pays attention here. I know that Sifu is going to be teaching new materials tonight, stuff that he's never taught about, stuff that you may not even be able to find on YouTube. So put away your distractions, make sure that you're here, focus, empty your cup. Make sure that you come with an open mind, because I'm sure that if you can just walk away with just that one tip, that one difference, that's going to make all the difference in your world. Imagine if you could just earn back half an hour or even just 1 hour every single day.
It makes a big difference.
What's that going to do to your life over a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year period?
Yeah, make sure to take notes because we have got so much to cover. So get your notepad ready. Get ready to take notes. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Put in the chat.
All right, Eric's ready. Yes, Ali's ready.
Awesome, awesome. And also I want to make sure in between, I always want to allocate some time for some Q&A to answer some of the questions that you might have. So, productivity secrets, how to master the art of doing more in less time and have more time to do what you enjoy, what you love to do. So, first question that Sifu has for you is this. Now, I want you to imagine, Jackie, this. Imagine you had a bank account that deposit $86,400 each morning. Imagine you had a bank account like that. And the account carries over no balance from day to day, allows you to keep no cash balance, and every evening cancels whatever part of the amount you have failed to use during the day. My question to you is, what would you do? What would you do? How many of you would draw out every dollar each day? Put in the chat. Would you draw out every dollar every day? Yes or no?
Spend it all, Marcus says.
You would spend it all, right? You would spend it all. Exactly. So, the clicker's not working. Try again. 1 second. Let's try again. We all have such a bank account. Its name is what? Time. What's its name? Time. You do have that because every morning it credits you, every morning when you get up, 86,400 seconds every day. Every night it writes off as lost. Whatever time you fail to use wisely, it carries over no balance from day to day. Does that make sense? So you do have that account. It's the time bank. It is a time bank. So, still doesn't work. Okay. 1 second. Hold on a second. Is it my clicker? Yes, thank you. Allows no overdraft, so you can borrow against yourself or use more time than you have. So each day the account starts fresh. Each night it destroys an unused time. Now, if you fail to use the day's deposits, right? The time that you have, those seconds that you have, it's your loss and you can't appeal to get it back. Now, what would you do if you think of your time that way? What would you do differently? Put in the chat.
All right. Nice analogy, Tyson says. I'm reading in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm. What would you do if you view that you actually deposit this money
Jorge
in that
says,
time bank every day?
Minimize waste. Get the most out of it.
Invest.
Do more in the seconds or invest. Yeah. Don't waste a single minute.
The first term that I want to teach you, write this down, is called return on time invested. ROI, time invested. Just, you know, the term return on investment, ROI, we talk about that as an investor a lot, but return on time invested, meaning that every activity that you do, that any task that you choose to do, you have to ask yourself, what's my return? What's a return on time invested, right? Is there even a return doing this thing, right? Accomplishing this task? Or is it just because I am busy and busy and busy? Write it down. Busyness is also a form of laziness. Busyness is a form of laziness. Do you know a lot of people who are very, very busy, but they don't get any shit done?
Yeah.
Right? They're busy. They're always like, oh, I'm busy, man. I'm working on this. I'm getting back to people. I'm making this call. I'm doing all these meetings. But what's the result? At the end of the day, what's the result? What's the return on time invested?
Bobby said, don't be busy, be productive.
That's right. There's a big difference. Just because you are splashing, in the water doesn't mean you're swimming, right? You're making a lot of splash, but it doesn't mean you're going anywhere, right? And sometimes, do you know why some people, they like to keep themselves busy to kind of almost fool themselves of being productive?
They're being productive, yeah.
Why is that? Put in the chat.
Makes them feel good.
Makes them feel good. Low self-esteem. Yes.
Feel important.
Yeah. That's exactly it. So they want to feel important instead of actually be important.
Yes.
So imagine this, two different scenarios. First person.
Yes.
You ask them, man, how's it going? How's business? Like, what's rocking?
Oh man, I'm so busy. I've got, last week I got all these new projects going and the deal's about to be closed and just overwhelmed. I'm building a team. I'm bringing on a new member.
Got something going on all the time, right?
Yes.
Now that's one scenario. Let's take the opposite scenario.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, how's it going? And the person says like, oh man.
I'm struggling. Okay. I'll try to get in the frame.
Like, I got a lot of free time.
Man. I'm bored. No leads are coming in. Just sitting around waiting for the
customer. Like a fucking loser. You feel like a loser. That's what happens, right? So a lot of times people use the busyness as a disguise.
Yep.
as almost a way to an escape, right? A way out instead of focusing on what's important. A lot of entrepreneurs are like that, by the way. You ask them all, what are you working on? They tell you a gazillion things they're working on.
Yep.
But when you drill it down, so out of all those things, what produces results? Now they're like, oh, well, I guess, I don't know. Right? They're just working on a lot of stuff instead of focusing on what's important. A lot of you have that problem too, right? How many of you are busy? Be honest. You're busy, but you don't feel like you're making the progress that you want, right? You're not being productive enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. At least you're honest. Okay. Esteban's honest. Chantel's honest. Right.
Because it feels good. It feels good when you're like, you get the adrenaline running, like, oh, you're busy, right? Versus calm, getting stuff done, precise, right? So what does productivity have to do with making money?
Yeah. What is it?
Because you might think, right? Well, Seafood, what does that have to do with making money?
Yeah.
I just want to have more freedom. I want to have more success. I want to make more money. I want to grow my revenue. Like, what does this have to do with making money? Do you know what this has to do with making money? Do you know? Put in the chat. Do you know?
I'm going to take a stab. You know, is
everything.
Everything? You sure?
Everything.
Okay.
Every fucking thing. Everything. Because how you use your time ultimately determines how much money you make.
Right. Okay.
Period. How you use your time. It has to do with everything. So I want you to imagine Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Jack Ma, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Millionaires, billionaires. We have the same amount of time. Right? We all have 24 hours a day. You have the same 24 hours a day as them, as me. Right? We all have 52 weeks a year. We all have 365 days a year. We have the same amount of time. The difference between them and you is how they use their time, meaning their output.
Right.
What they're able to get done within that period of time. That's the only difference. That's when it comes to time, there is one advantage. Everybody's equal. It's a level playing field. It is not like, oh, he's Bill Gates, so he actually has 40 hours in the day.
Right.
Or he has 36 hours in the day. No, it's 24 hours, 24 hours. It's the same 24 hours.
Right.
It's the same. Right?
Yeah, people talk about, oh, that person's got, you know, some personality benefits because they're outgoing person. I'm an introvert type of thing. Or that person got more money. I don't have money.
Time doesn't care. Time is equal.
That person had better education. I didn't have better education.
They speak more different languages, or my English is not as good. Doesn't matter. It's all equal. 24 hours. We all have that. Makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you understand this concept, then what it means is this, that you will know how you use your time ultimately determines how much money you make and the long-term success that you have, right? So 2 questions. Do you know what your time is worth right now? Do you know what your time needs to be worth? Do you know what your time is worth right now? And do you know what your time needs to be worth? Put in the chat.
Nope. Yep. Okay. No clue.
No fucking clue.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Didn't calculate. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this right now. Let's do it. You and I, let's do this together, okay? I want you to grab a pen, grab a piece of paper on your notepad in front of you. Let's do this together right now. This number will change your life. This is the number I'm thinking every damn day. Every damn day. So let's figure this out. What is the amount that you would like to make this year? Write it down for me. The amount that you want to make this year. So let's say by the end of this year, what is the amount that you want to make, right? Give me the annual income, not monthly, annual income. Just write that down.
So Darren said 120K.
Yeah, 120K, 90K,
yep.
like, right? 70K, whatever the number is, there's no right or wrong. Whatever you feel like, okay, you could do, right? That's your goal. Only your goal, nobody else. Don't compare yourself with anybody else, okay? Compare yourself to you, right? So what is it? No, so for simplicity, right? For just our discussion, let's use $100,000. Okay, if you want to make more than that, just change whatever number, 250, 300, whatever the number is. But for us, you and I, so let's do 100,000 is a simple number. You good with that? Good, okay. Same idea. So think about, let's say you work 8 hours a day, okay? times 220 days, because you and I, we need some time off too, right?
Yes.
Let's say 220 days a year, 8 hours a day, 220 days a year. That gives you 1,760 hours. 1,760 hours. Are you with me so far? Are you with me so far? 1,760.
Yes.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to take your income goal, which is $100,000, right? $100,000. I want to divide that by 1,760 hours.
Yes.
Now that gives you 56 bucks. About $56.
Yeah.
Now, but that's not your magic number yet. I want you to take that number and times that by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do I need to times it by 3?
Yeah. Is it because of tax? Is it because what? Like, is it?
Why? Tell me. Do you know why? That's good. Because
Time wasted.
if you and I are honest, we are not always productive.
Right.
There's no way you're productive 8 hours a day, every single day, and then 220 days a
So
year.
we're not productive 1,760 hours.
So I want to give you a tougher number.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So then you know we're not productive. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're working on something important, then you get distracted, you're checking email, do a bunch of shit that doesn't really matter, right? You're wasting time. So we want to times that by 3. So if you want to make $100,000 a year by the end of the year, your time is to be worth about, round numbers, $170 per hour. So ask yourself, is what you're doing worth right now $170 an hour? You want to be a millionaire? That number is another 0.
Yeah.
Each hour you work, you need to be earning $1,700 per hour if you want to be a millionaire. Think about it. Think about it. Then ask yourself, whatever you're working on right now, is it worth $170 an hour?
Very sobering.
Yeah, right? So anything that doesn't make you $170 per hour, it is fucking costing you money.
Mowing the lawn costs you money.
So you might think, well, I don't want to hire other people to mow my lawn, right? It's like $20 a hypothetical. It's $20 an hour, right? Oh, I want to save the $20. No, you didn't save $20. That thing just cost you $150. You mow your own lawn, that just cost you $150.
That makes sense.
Because your time needs to be worth much more than that. You getting this? When you know this number, there's a lot of shit you cannot do. You cannot afford to do. You cannot look at, oh, I want that income, but you're not changing your hourly rate. Right? How many of you want to make $100,000, but yet you're fucking doing stuff that's like,
Netflix.
that's like making like $170.
They'll drive halfway around town just to save a few bucks.
I have an uncle
in
supermarket in Vancouver who does that.
Really?
He would drive all the way to the US.
Yes.
Right back then.
Oh yeah.
To get like a dozen eggs and some milk.
Yes.
And get the gas.
Yeah.
Waste him hours of time, and he would save like a few dollars.
$10, $20. Yeah.
Not even that.
Really?
It's like very little. Right? He doesn't value his time. How many of you know people who do that?
Can you please repeat this? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they think they're saving money. You're not saving money. It's costing you money. It's costing you money, right?